Hello and welcome to Tune Thoughts. I'm Harsh Thakkar and today we are going to analyze Ek Tukda Dhoop from the movie Thappad. Ek Tukda Dhoop becomes the embodiment of Amrita's feelings when she realizes how Vikram, her husband, had taken her for granted and felt a sense of entitlement towards her. The slap becomes a catalyst of this realization. Ek Tukda Dhoop portrays the disappointment, sadness, and grief that Amrita feels when her perfect life comes to this shocking realization. Here goes the analysis of the song. टूट के हम दोनों में जो बचा वो कम सा है, एक टुकड़ा धूप का अंदर अंदर नम सा है. Translation: We are broken and what is left in us is less to reconcile. A bright spark in us has extinguished. Their bond is broken and the remains are not sufficient to bind them together. This is a striking line that beautifully expresses the disappointment of Amrita. She never thought that Vikram would do anything to hurt her, be it physically or emotionally. The slap breaks this illusion and that leads to extinguishment of that spark that they once had. एक धागे में है उलझे यूं के बुनते बुनते खुल गए, हम तेल के दीवारों पे बारिश आई और धुल गए. Translation: We were intertwined in a thread that we separated in our efforts to join. Our bound was a story on a wall that got washed away with rain. Their bond was getting stronger and stronger, and they were trying to reach the peak of the strength. But this event reversed the process. The relationship was no longer a knot of two threads, but one thread trying to overpower another. This made the other thread back out and the rope broke before it could be fully joined to each other. This is a powerful image that beautifully shows their wedding. They were recently married and they were happy. Their happiness in life was increasing and reaching its peak when it just fell apart. The relationship could not withhold the test of bad weather and it had to wash out. Also notice how subtle the reference is. Barish is a sign of bad weather, a metaphor for bad event in life. Vikram's job transfer got cancelled and his anger could not face the test of patience. He ended slapping her and that was the washing out of the bond. Then, the paragraph of Ek Tukda Dhoop Andar Andar Namsa repeats. And after that, the following paragraph comes. टूटे फूटे ख्वाबों की है दुनिया में रहना क्या, झूठे मूठे वादों की लहरों में बहना क्या, दिल ने दिल में ठाना है खुद को फिर से पाना है, दिल के ही साथ में जाना है. Translation: Why should one live in a world of broken dreams? Why should one ride the wave of false promises? My heart has decided to find itself and follow its calling. Amrita realizes that the bond was just an illusion and it was nowhere close to what she thought it was. She decides to leave the bond and start afresh. The brilliance of this paragraph is the thought of self-discovery and self-realization. She wants to begin the journey of self-discovery and self-realization. That is the call of her heart and she would always listen to this call. खुद को फिर से पाना है becomes a testament of her journey. She wants to break free from the illusion and start afresh because she had lost herself in this illusion. तेरे ही तो थे हम पे जितने भी रंग थे, बेख्याले में भी हम तेरे संग ही तो थे. रंग जो ये उतरे हैं मुश्किलों से उतरे हैं, जीते जी जहाँ से हम गुजरे हैं. रास्ता हम दोनों का जो बचा वो कम सा है, एक टुकड़ा धूप का अंदर अंदर नम सा है. Translation: I was colored in your influence, and your influence was so strong that I never left you, even in my dreams. I removed that influence with great difficulty. It almost felt like I lost my life while I was alive. Our paths have little in common, and there is no spark of life left in us. Thus, this is the expression of Amrita's heart. She had dedicated herself to her husband and the world that she even thought about it when she was unconscious or sleeping. This is a portrayal of how she had lost her own identity and blended so much in the idea of a family that her individualism was lost. She chose to become a homemaker, but she never intended to lose her identity. As she realizes that the bond has resulted in the loss of identity, she wants to begin afresh, and that divorce becomes the first step to do so. Also, notice how the chorus lines "एक टुकड़ा धूप का अंदर अंदर नमसा है" repeat. This paragraph is the pain and the sadness that Amrita feels. She is heartbroken as her dreams are broken. The repetition only expresses the heights of grief and anger, and it also becomes a venting point that she shares with us. Thus, Ek Tukda Dhoop becomes that ray of sunshine which was never allowed to spread and reach its full power. The song is extremely well made, with the music so melancholic and striking. See how the musical instruments are perfectly used. The violin starts the song in a melancholic tone, and the shehnai becomes a symbol of sadness. The recurring flute makes it the perfect grief trio, which is strong enough to make you cry. Shehnai also symbolizes the goodbye, and it's often used in weddings when the bride is leaving her family. A goodbye that Amrita said to a life of entitlement and recapture her freedom. Of course, the most beautiful part of this song is the beautiful singing and the mesmerizing lyrics. Raghav Chaitanya adds so much feel to the song and sings it so fantastically. And nothing would be this brilliant if it was not the lyrical genius of Shakil Azmi. Thus, that was the last episode of this season. That was the analysis of Ek Tukda Dhoop from Thappad. I hope you like listening to it. You can tell me your thoughts, give your suggestions, or even talk to me at tunethoughts25@gmail.com. This podcast has also a blog version that you can read. You can read that in my blog, whose link is in the description below. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my podcast. I would meet you soon with another season after some time. Until then, take care and keep smiling. Da 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 da.